Hello dear Baldur's Gate 3 players, I'm Athelas, welcome back to my channel. It has been a long time since my last Baldur's Gate video and I decided to continue to my spell guide series with the main necromancy spell, Animate Dead. This spell is a level 3 necromancy spell that can be acquired by level 5 clerics, wizards, warlocks and druids who are devoted to the Circle of Spores. Also, a level 9 oathbreaker paladin is able to animate that via his or her oath spell. Lastly, it is possible to enable this spell via certain items, however, I do not want to tell the names of the items, just not to spoil your playthrough. If you wish, I can state their names in the comments section down below. The certain spell allows a necromancer to revive a dead humanoid corpse as an undead servant. Unfortunately, the spell is not usable on the non-humanoid corpses, therefore it is wise to animate the corpses you see around before diving into a battle where you might not find humanoid creatures. There are 4 types of creatures that can be animated via the spell, however the last 2 is unlocked when the player unlocks a level 5 spell slot for the first time. The first undead can be summoned is Skeleton. A skeleton is an undead creature specialized in long-range combat with a low health, 28 for a level 9 necromancer. It is a permanently armed creature and immune to poison. Other than the poison damage, it is very vulnerable to attacks. It is a permanently armed creature, meaning that it will not be affected by disarming attacks and it is able to dash, jump and disengage. The main power of a skeleton is its ranged attacks. The ranged attack of a skeleton deals both piercing and necrotic attack cumulatively and could easily one-shot creatures with lower health by dealing 9 to 23 damage for a level 9 necromancer. Lastly, its melee strike is an unarmed strike and deals only 5 damage to a single enemy. Before we continue with the second undead, could you please consider subscribing to my channel? I'm creating content about strategy games such as Crusader Kings 3 and the main motivation behind my work are your subscriptions. Now we can continue with the zombies. Zombie is a level 3 undead with 31 HP and the poison immunity similar to the skeleton. A very important aspect of a zombie is undead fortitude, which grants a second chance to a zombie and revives it with 1 HP when it's normally killed by an attack. If the attack is radiant or critical, the undead fortitude is not applicable. The zombie is able to dash, jump and disengage and simply make a melee attack. This melee attack, however, can be a very powerful tool due to an infection called Crawling Gnoll. Crawling Gnoll is a one-turn infection that could turn a creature into a newborn zombie if the infected dies in the same round. It doesn't matter if the kill is taken by a zombie or another member of the party. The only thing matters is that the target should die before the infection ends. This infection could swarm the battlefield with newborn zombies because also the newborn zombies can infect targets with Crawling Gnoll. However, these newborn zombies take 1 damage every turn and die eventually. The third undead of our interest is a ghoul. Summoning a ghoul requires level 5 spell slot rather than level 3, but they are significantly stronger allies. They are immune to poison and able to see under the dark. It is able to do simple moves similar to a zombie or skeleton, in addition to a very powerful main hand attack called Claws. Claws could deal a lot of damage while possibly paralyzing the target. Every close range attack to a target that is paralyzed deals a critical hit. Therefore, close is a very powerful attack for an undead servant. Lastly, it can use Devour to deal immense amount of damage to a sleeping, prone or knocked out target. It also heals itself based on the damage it dealt via Devour. The last, and I think the best one of the four, is a flying ghoul. It is obvious that a flying ghoul is just a ghoul that is able to fly. It can use every other ability that a ghoul can use, plus it can fly. Flying is a very important ability in Baldur's Gate 3 because it can fly over the obstacles and move longer distances in a turn compared to a landborne creature. Again, it is able to paralyze and devour just as a ghoul can, and I think it is for sure a better choice, even though it has slightly lower armor class and hit points. The stats of a flying ghoul can be seen in the video right now. And this was the last undead servant. I hope you liked the video and subscribe to my channel. Do not hesitate to share your own experiences as a necromancer in the game and your own opinion about the undead servants, because I really like to read your comments. For now, goodbye.